I'm a guy that's 25. Lego Star Wars is my life. I like Ryan Johnson. I'm Rich Boy J. Hello boyos, Rich Boy J here back in with another video. This is going to be my review of the Resistance ITS transport set. It's set number 75293, has 932 pieces, and retails for $99.99 US. This was one of the sets when we first got word of it. A lot of people were kind of confused about. Obviously, it's from Galaxy's Edge, the new-ish, it's not new at this point, Star Wars themed park in Disneyland and Disney World. You can see the box even comes with a nice Galaxy's Edge sticker on the corner. It says transported from Galaxy's Edge. How adorable. A lot of people were skeptical about this set, given that it is from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, a theme park that most Star Wars fans haven't been to. A lot of people were concerned about the appeal of the set, or the mass appeal of the set, which is totally understandable. I even heard some people say that this should have just been a Galaxy's Edge exclusive set, which I'm happy it isn't. Exclusive sets in general just aren't good for the community. It's always the best case scenario for all of us when a set is widely available, not reserved for a certain location, region. You guys get the idea. Having actually built the set, I'll say even if you haven't been to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, this set is awesome. It definitely is worth picking up. If you can get over the fact that it's not one of the most recognizable Star Wars vehicles, I think there's a lot to appreciate in this set. This is the front of the box. This is the back of the box. Now let's dig into the minifigures. The first figure we'll look at is V Moradi. Yeah, the classic character, V Moradi. This is actually a very nice figure. Her hairpiece is the thing that I think is going to draw a lot of attention. The fact that it is dual injected with this black top and how it kind of has a gradient going to the blue on the bottom looks really awesome. I think that even if you don't necessarily care about this character, that hairpiece is useful if you just want to have an eccentric looking Star Wars character in the background of one of your models. Same thing in regards to her torso. It's a nice, just somewhat generic Rebel torso with the Rebel logo, and it's like the orange jacket and a gray undershirt. She has standard brown pants, no printing on that. This is her back. She does have some back printing with, I wouldn't say the iconic, but we've come to expect a lot of these Rebel jackets to have those lines at the top of it. So that looks pretty nice. She does have a double-sided face print, so this is her normal expression. If you flip her around, this is her angry expression. I think this is the exact same headpiece that Jaina uses from The Rise of Skywalker. Next character we have is a Mon Calamari named Lieutenant Beck. I love this character for a number of reasons. I love the fact that he has this different type of color for the Mon Cala head. Like if you just wanted to do a mock on Mon Cala, you have now more options to get a diverse array of Mon Calamari minifigures. The other nice thing about this character is this is actually a good use for the albino Mon Calamari guys that are behind Admiral Raddus on the Profundity in Rogue One. So if you wanted to build a mock of that bridge, you now have more options with the fact that this is a light gray print on here rather than the orange from Akbar or the dark gray from Admiral Raddus. This is also another nice Resistance torso. He has the Resistance rank, lieutenant rank badge on his chest, which is very nice. And then just a nice olive green torso. There is some back printing. He has the belt that goes around the back, and once again, no leg printing. Next up, we have what LEGO just simply calls Astromech Droid. It's a black Astromech Droid, I believe in R5 unit, with some pretty nice print on it. I love the black and red color scheme. This is, once again, a nice figure that you can just throw in the back of a mock, have a unique looking Astro Droid, and you're good to go. I love when LEGO makes these R5 units. There's just something so nice about the way these R5 units look in LEGO, and here you can see the back of the dome printing looks pretty nice. Next up is definitely the least interesting of the figures. It is just a Gonk Droid. It is a sand green Gonk Droid. I think at this point, LEGO could really benefit by doing custom molds for these guys. The shaping is just never correct on any of the Gonk Droids they have ever done. Gonk Droids aren't perfectly square or rectangular like LEGO makes them. So I think it's about that time for LEGO to just give these guys a custom mold. One thing I will say is I love what they've done with the legs. I think the 1x1 round plate with the bar on the end works really well for the feet on the Gonk Droid, but that's pretty much the best thing I can say about this figure. Now let's talk about the set. This was an incredibly fun build. I can flip this over and show you that there are some nice angles in this build, just doing the frame and then basically building the angled structure structure that these panels would connect to was super fun, and I think Lego has just employed some really nice angles in this build that all come together relatively seamlessly for a Lego set. Like the way these wedge plates right here, and even the one on top all come together is just so satisfying when you finally get it built, and it makes for a nicely detailed model. I think the same also goes for this front area. I love that we finally have these X-Wing engine pieces in blue. It's such a great piece. It's such a nice rounded, it's a good finishing piece for really any Lego design that you can make, and we finally have it in blue, so that is certainly a positive. If we flip the ship around, we get a look at the 8 engines on the back of it, which look pretty cool. It's just looks like a Star Wars ship. And I think this black dome or half dome here also looks kind of nice. Let's talk about the features of this set. It does have a bit of an interior. It basically has this top section you can take off, and it does have 2 doors on each side where the bottom section of the door opens like such. And then there's also a top section of the door, which is actually kind of nice. There's something so, once again, satisfying with how these close up, and once again, it's just so seamless. Everything, all the shapes and just angles on this ship come so well together. I give Lego so much credit for that. As for the interior, there's not really much exciting of an interior here. Like, there's a decent amount of space, you know, there's this cargo crate. You can take off those tiles if you really wanted to place some figures, but I think you could probably fit maybe 4 figures in here comfortably, and possibly even cram a little bit more in here. So if you're using this to play with, there's certainly a lot of value in here, and using this as maybe like some sort of troop transport. It could land, and then you could have your troops come out from the side here. I think a lot of kids will get some enjoyment out of that. I, for one, when I saw this, my initial thought was, they could have done something more interesting with the interior. I have since been educated to the fact that that is literally all this area is supposed to be. When you get on this vehicle in the ride, this is basically just a standing area. So Lego did, honestly, adding this crate right here was probably more than they had to do to make this accurate. This crate does have some guns in it, which is cool. So the 2 characters in the set have pistols, and they also include some blaster rifles for you to outfit whoever else you decide to do it with, which is so nice. Lego's been pretty generous with these medium-sized blasters this wave, and that makes me very happy considering the fact that we don't get them in the traditional battle packs anymore. And we can also open up the front interior. I do have to say, the way this comes together is just so satisfying. The way this fits into here, if you didn't really know about this set, you would look at this and maybe not be sure how this opens up because it's so seamless. Maybe you might notice those Technic bars. That might be the giveaway. But in the regards to how this is integrated into the rest of the set, I think looks really good. And once you build this, connect this, close this up, it's like, oh, like that is so nice. It fits together so well on the front of the ship. But as for the inside of the front, you do get a space to sit 1 figure. I feel like with how big this section is on the front, they could have maybe re-engineered this to fit 2 figures in here. I kind of understand why it's like this. They really went out of their way to make sure this thing is structurally sound. Like, the Technic throughout this entire vehicle is just honestly kind of overkill. They could have gotten away with not having the ship be this sturdy, but I get why they do it. Like, Lego understands that kids are going to be playing with these, and you want it to be sturdy, and that's good. Like, you can hold it literally from anywhere, and this thing's not going to fall apart in your hands, so that's nice. It's kind of hard to get the angle, but there is a printed sticker on the inside here that's basically just a screen. If you want to see it, like, build the set and appreciate it while you can, because once it's in there, you're not going to really be able to see the sticker in there anymore. The last thing I wanted to talk about with this set is kind of just a branch off of what I was mentioning earlier in regards to the internal structure being a little overkill. I feel like Lego really could have maybe cut down on some of the Technic elements like in this section of the build, like deep inside here, and this could have been another removable panel to have a room in the back here. I really love what Lego did with the AT-AT in regards to basically not having any wasted space. Like, they use the interior of every single part of that vehicle to incorporate some sort of play feature. This set, unfortunately, does not do that. I feel like if they really wanted to, they could have just cleared out some of the Technic elements in here, maybe not had it as sturdy as it is, but still just given the builder an opportunity to have another room back here. I think that would really make a big difference in this set. But otherwise, I have to say, this is a very nice set. For something that I've never actually seen in person, that I have no real attachment to in Star Wars canon, This is an excellent set. The build is super fun. It looks incredible. The way these shapes come together, like I said earlier, is awesome. And I think LEGO just did a great job on this. Like, anyone who hasn't been to Galaxy's Edge, I would say don't let that stop you from getting this set. This is a very good set, and I definitely recommend it. And that's going to finish up the video today, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this set? If you've been to Galaxy's Edge, do you think this set does it justice? Does it do the actual Resistance ITS that you experienced in the park justice? And if you haven't been to Galaxy's Edge, is this a set that you would still be willing to buy, even though you haven't had much experience with it? I'd love to know you guys' thoughts on that. If you like what I do, go ahead, support the video by hitting the like button, support the channel by smashing that subscribe button, and I'll be back again very soon.